This is London.
Hello and welcome to the London Eye. I'm your host Joe Amplet, and this week we have a very, very special show. It's the Legends Parade. So without any further ado, let's go down to the ring and join our Managing Director, SANJAY BAGGA. Here comes the legend Johnny Kincaid. He was due to compete at tonight's event, but the doctors told him, Johnny, if you compete, you could be in trouble. Unable to compete tonight, I bet the man is gutted, but it's great to see him here tonight.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Johnny Kincaid! And ladies and gentlemen, this time, I'd like to present Mr. Kincaid with a special Lifetime Achievement Award for his services to British wrestling. Give him a round of applause. Cheers, Sanjay. Thank you. Well, it's really a pleasure to be back here again. The first time I graced this hall was in 1972. That's a bloody long time ago, isn't it? And I was supposed to be wrestling again on a Legends Night here for your promoter, Sanjay. But unfortunately, through doctor's orders, I'm not allowed to. But back end is put me out of commission again. So, but I remember being here with some guys that some of you might remember. Oh boy, McManus. Yeah, some time ago. Yeah, Jackie Pallo as well. You got it. Skull Murphy. There's a nice one for you. How about that? Right, and the guy that is here tonight as well that you're going to meet in a moment, and we had my very last match on TV, Marty Jones. I can say that it's a pleasure being back in the ring, being back in this hall, because this was one of my favourite halls. Yes, it really was. It was a great hall to work in, and the appreciation of the crowd was fantastic. And I thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's thanks to this man, British wrestling can be seen here on a regular basis. He helps social teams, he helps bring wrestling here. He's been involved with Kincaid Nagasaki in preserving his legacy, and he's been a man who's been part of British wrestling for the last 20 years. Please, once again,
the Victoria Hall has presented regular British wrestling for nearly 70 years, and with your support we hope to play host to British wrestling for another 70 years, so thank you very much. And just before I go, I have a message from Kincaid Nagasaki. He says to tell you that the dark forces are gathering again. You won't know where, and you won't know when, but he'll be back. Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, Rob Cole!
Bobby Ryan's turn to come down to the ring and be honoured here tonight. Although he's chosen not to make a speech, he's just as worthy as all the other legends here in Hanley. One of the founding promoters of British wrestling at the Victoria Hall in Hanley. He and his dad were the first people, in fact, to put on a professional wrestling match at this prestigious venue.
He is the former All-Star British Heavyweight Champion, a former British Open Tag Team Champion, and he is a 7-time World Midweight Champion. Here is
Bobby Ryan, of course, chose not to give a speech. I have a feeling this next man will be quite the opposite, one of the biggest stars of British wrestling. It's Marty Jones, a massive draw in the days of ITV wrestling. He now owns a pub, I'm told. I might even pop in there after the show for a swift half.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again at this time, I'd like to present Mr. Marty Jones with a special lifetime award for not only representing British wrestling in this country, but worldwide. Give him a round of applause, Marty Jones.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour, and thank you, LDN Promotions, kindly giving this award. It'll go behind the bar at the pub. Wrestling is the backbone of professional wrestling. I've met some great guys, I've met some bad guys, I've had some great times, as you well know. And Hanley was always close to me, especially in my career. As I said, British wrestling was the backbone. Hanley was the backyard of professional wrestling. I'd like to thank the older generation that used to support us. The new generation, you probably don't remember the World of Sport days, but I can tell you, the World of Sport days are a lot harder. But once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming tonight. Try and give these guys the support they deserve, and you never know, one time, get a bit of weight off, and I might come back in the ring again. Only refereeing, mind you. Only refereeing.
Hold on, what is Keith Myatt doing here? What is going on? Why is Keith Myatt here? This is supposed to be a special event honouring the legends of British wrestling, and as always, Myatt is getting involved where he's not welcome. We saw him, of course, cost Yorgos that cage match against Blondie Barrett a few weeks ago, and now this. But I'm telling you what, I can't imagine Marty Jones is going to stand for this.
Marty Jones, I don't even know what you're doing here. I know spring chicken, but you, Jones, you finished years ago. Respect? I just having to respect this guy. He's got a job to even walk. You're a has-been, Jones, and you always will be. You just remember, you leave it to the boys that can do the job now.
Who are you? Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm no actually ground with you, mate. You're here to do your job. You're here to do a job.
This is my ring time, man.
All right, so I've got to go.
Yeah.
Are you going to throw me out? That's the best you can do.
What's going to be you, Paul? It's all right. What's going to be you, Paul?
Is that the best you can do? I'm going to sit and watch you. I'm going to get it out.
Keith Myatt completely out of line here. Marty Jones isn't standing for this. He's not going to take this. I knew he wouldn't be able to. He wants a piece of Keith Myatt. Travis is out here now, talking Jones out of it, and all hell is going to break loose here. I don't know what's going to happen. Keith Myatt will take on Travis on the next edition of the London Eye, and we're out of time. Until next time, LDN fans, I've been Joe Amphlett. Join us next time on ldnwrestling.com.